All right, it's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of 8 in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll dig up a great deal for you.
iPads and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show.
All right, we're back. We're live once again. I was trying to follow something there in the chat. I don't know where it went now. It's gone. Like a squirrel. It's there and then it's not. I don't know. Who knows what I was seeing, but we're getting quite a few people in the chat. Let's get Chuck in.
Hey, everybody.
How's it going?
Janet, Barb, Dennis, Emery, how you doing, brother? I know old Colon's in the house. Bob's in.
Yeah, Bob, Bill's, Ted.
Yeah, hey, Ted. Bill says it's all cleared up. That's good. Whatever cleared up.
I don't know what cleared up.
I don't know either.
Maybe the snow?
Well, it snowed here real hard briefly, but now the winds are in. We didn't get what they're getting to the north of us for the snow because they're putting out blizzard warnings.
Right. And we all kind of chuckle at falling iguana advisories, but up here in the Midwest, we've got exploding tree advisories.
Yes, sir. I shared my page, and they actually have one on a visual that blew open and split.
Yeah. I wonder how many people in the chat have even heard of such a thing.
That's interesting. Keeping up with the times is what we've been trying to do.
Yeah, we're definitely doing that.
Yes, we are.
Bark says it's clear in his neck of the woods.
Give it an hour.
Wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming.
But the snow line, the heavy snow line was here in the Quad Cities, but it is going southeast. So it might miss you, Barks. I don't know.
Maybe.
So, hey, Janet.
Either way, if he waits for it and it gets there, he ain't going to like it.
Yeah. He ain't going to like the wind coming in either.
Nope. It ain't even here yet, and I already don't like it.
Barb, I've always told everybody that if you was a weatherman and you were right 50% of the time, you got a pretty good job. The other 50% of the time, oops.
Right. It's the only job where you don't even have to be right and you're still getting paid.
That's right. That's right. So the next couple days here are going to be brutally cold winds. They're talking about it like it's never happened before.
Right.
Run.
Then it says the heavy stuff's going to miss them.
Yeah. Yep. So.
Ooh.
Yeah, Barks has
got to drive to Quad Cities tomorrow.
Yep. Big truck sailboat. Oh, be careful.
Yeah. Woof.
Hibernation time. Yeah, that's probably true. We got out today and
did
a few errands, got that done in 5 minutes. Okay.
Oh, so it must have snowed there for 5 minutes.
Yep.
I'm guessing. I mean, we're running like probably a 30-second lag or so tonight. 30-second delay.
Yep. Barb, I remember the blizzard of 78. That was a mess.
Hey, but it started out a beautiful day.
Yep. Yep. But in 78, I had my Land Cruiser. We got through.
And everybody else got buried.
Yep. And we had roads closed. And they didn't reopen them until 3 weeks later.
Wow. Up around here, they had people on snowmobiles trying to get medications and stuff like that to people, and there were a few of them that ran right off the back end of a semi-trailer simply because they didn't realize they were on one. I mean, that's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't imagine that does very good things to your snowmobile either.
Well, that was the first time I responded to medical calls on a snowmobile. And we had to get what they call the snow patrol out, which the township owned, one of the big graders with the huge plow. We sent guys in. He was having an appendicitis attack. Out here. We got him out.
That is not the time to have that.
Got him out, got him in the hospital, but it took a bit. And it was freaking cold.
I'll bet.
Yep.
Not a good time.
Jason's in the house now. How you doing, Jason?
Nice. Welcome aboard to Jason.
Well, you and I have been talking a lot here this afternoon about the current status, and Dennis put our spot prices up, and they took a slide.
Yeah, they retracted a little bit.
A little bit.
Which I didn't. The chat's already so far ahead that I did not catch what he put in, but I'm sure it's not much different than what we're showing now. I mean, they're down clear across the board. Gold's at 48.0260. Silver's at 92.41. It actually bounced back a little bit. Platinum's 24.10.10. And palladium's 18.44. But they're all down across the board right now with, I think, when I looked earlier, platinum has taken the biggest hit at 3.38% decrease.
Right. Well, some of the tension in the world at that big conference, Trump spoke, that eased it a little bit. But the true problem is
it's not a shortage.
No. It's I'll read this to you guys real briefly. The fundamental dynamic driving the rally in silver prices, there simply isn't enough metals. That's everywhere. Okay, there just simply isn't enough metal. But the U.S. is sitting better on the amount of silver than the rest of the world because last spring, significant amounts of silver flowed into the U.S. due to tariff worries. People bought well ahead and a lot of silver, and that was your mints. Everybody piled up on the silver, which led to a shortage of the metal in London. So
right.
that is the fundamental part of it.
Dennis reports the stock market went back up a little bit today also. Jay
Yes,
Morris is in.
Okay, and according to Bloomberg, the amount of free float silver, and free float silver is silver that isn't tied up in ETFs. Okay, people owning the paper part of it or other funds. It dropped from a high of 850 million ounces to 200 million ounces, which was a 75% decline. Metals Focus estimates the available metal dropped as low as 150 million ounces.
Wow.
Unprecedented silver demand in India pushed the silver market over the edge. Gold at record high, Indians turned to silver. This put further pressure on London supplies. So all the other countries got in on it, and London sat there sipping their tea and
right. They missed the game.
So, and here's how they put it. So shortages in the global market as a result of the recent squeeze in London are still being felt. So that's what's going on, partially. It's not all of it. And there was record-setting industrial demand likely dropped by about 2% due to the price pressure, and will drive the overall 2025 demand down by 4%. So
wait a minute. Drive the overall 2026 demand down, you mean?
2025.
Okay.
Now, 26 is an unknown entity on how much they will require.
Yeah, there's a lot of variables out there.
And that's why they aren't talking about 2026 much.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
5 Mile Relic Hunter and Rich Kirkmeyer in
Hey, Rich. Hey, 5 Mile. Now, if you guys remember a while back, I was talking about platinum. And platinum's still coming on. And copper. copper is in huge demand.
Copper is, yeah.
And
I mean,
there
now
is
from
a
what I'm
deficit
hearing,
in the amount of copper coming in. So copper, protect all your copper pipes around the house.
yeah, because that's going to drive up copper theft, whether it's wires, cables, pipes, what have you. And now we're hearing, I don't know if anybody's thrown it in the chat, but I think, what did you say earlier? You've seen a few places that it's up over 7 now?
Yes.
Wow.
And that's buying, ingot style stuff and that, and straight across the board. Here's what they're saying about platinum. Gold and silver have hogged the spotlight. However, platinum group metals, or PGMs, had a breakout year.
Yeah.
Platinum surged by over 100%. 100%.
Yeah,
Year.
I think I had seen an article not too long ago that said that its growth was like 124% in 25.
Right. Now here's the demand. PGM demand primarily flows from industrial applications. Platinum and palladium are inputs in the production of catalytic converters for both gas and diesel engines, but also used in chemical and petroleum processing, electronics, specialized medical and industrial equipment. Platinum is still popular in jewelry, and both platinum and palladium garner physical investment demand, and it is going to, they're saying what the platinum demand is going to continue to rise sharply in 2026.
And it seems to me on the industrial side, if I remember right, there are some platinum pieces in water heaters as well.
Yes. So, it's all supply and demand. We know the supply's down, the demand's up. I've been replacing some of the oddball silver stuff I had with some platinum.
Tom Kingery in.
I bought several tents just to spread it out. Took some, I inherited a bunch of, I sold on trade against what I had. Threw $200 down or something like that and picked up gold. I picked up platinum. I picked up more silver. And just switched things around and cleaned up a pile of stuff that's just been sitting there. And surprised at what I got back out of it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So it enabled me to upgrade it.
Right. Diversify the stack a little bit.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. I've sold some, traded some, and just going to sit back and watch and hopefully go out and find more this year.
Yeah, if we're lucky, it'll be a good year for everybody.
Yep.
Once we get to that point, ain't nobody digging anything right now, I don't think.
No. Deep South is going at it, but not a lot of posts on it.
Got to be really deep south.
Yeah. Where was it? Destin, Florida. They had pictures of it online the other day. He had a half foot of snow on the beach.
Good grief.
Yeah. Destin, Florida. Crazy. So.
And much like any place else in Florida, that's one of the tourist stops.
One of the gentlemen I've worked with for many, 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 many years in emergency services, and he worked for our county, Rock Island County, EMA, Emergency Management. He's in Orlando during the winter, but most of his work's on computer and that. And then he comes up. We've got big drills with the nuke plant this year and setting up classes and that. And I said, I suppose you're down in sunny Florida. Yeah, it's sunny. And I said, well, it's got to be warmer than here. He said, it's cold here today. I had to put a light jacket on. It's only 55. I said, that's shirt sleeve weather, dude. You know that.
Yep, up here we're going. That don't scare us none.
Yep. Yep.
Our neighbors, they snowbird in Florida.
Yeah.
And they were up here late fall because of their grandson playing football this season. And he's like, see, you're out here today. You act like everything's fine. You're out here in a t-shirt. And here I am. I've got a t-shirt, a hoodie, and a jacket on.
Yep.
But that's because they're used to that Florida weather. They don't like this stuff up here once it starts to get cold and that white stuff starts to show up.
Oh, 5 Mile said he had a service fine of an 1888 Indian head. Ha!
It happens.
Yes, I've had that.
It's strange when it does, but it does happen. I knew a guy, he was walking an old, it was a towpath, and happened to look down and thought he'd seen something laying on the ground, and it was a 3-cent piece.
Whoa. Nice.
Yeah.
Not only
Doesn't happen like that very often.
a 3-cent nickel, which is not often found.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Barb, they're the neighbors in one of the newer houses.
Yeah, Bill's asking if it was a drop, fresh drop, or whatever. That's cool. That's very cool. Huh.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Ted says he's got a friend in Arizona that was complaining it was in the high 40s. Yeah, well, you're breaking my heart.
Yep, just gotta wait it out. It'll change.
Yep.
I mean, Arizona's kind of funny like that.
Yep.
Of course, that's the way it is in the Midwest too.
Yeah, Barb said she saw a guy that found a boot spur, Civil War, just laying on top of the ground in the field. That's cool.
Yeah, it does happen.
We've got to the southeast part of the village of Cordova is a large limestone formation exposed, and you can't really dig well in that area for basements of that. They do, but I was hunting. There's an 1848 church right there. It still stands, all brick, 1850, and got permission to hunt the site. I've hunted it for years. Went up along the trail that went through the limestone, and I got a bang bang hit. I mean, bang bang. Looked down. There's a coin laying on top of the ground. I figured it was new. It was an 1865 Indian head. And it had laid there enough that on one side it was toned to a deep, dark color, brownish, and you flipped it over and it was that pretty green patina. I have no idea how long it laid there like that, but I was detecting, but it was still right on top of the limestone.
Well, yeah, I mean, you figure in that limestone, it ain't like it's going to sink.
Nope. So, but you get that once in a while. Just one laying on the surface. Of course, in fields, they roll up and you get surface finds from the work being done.
Yeah.
There you go, Barb, right on top. That's cool.
Yeah, it happens.
But what gets me in some areas, I've went along, I've gotten a mark. It's not 2 inches deep. Go 3 more feet. Oh, there's another dime. And it's 8 inches deep, and it's a damn clad.
And it's a Jefferson?
It's a clad dime.
Uh-huh.
Oh, why, what caused that? Now, with this hard freeze that many of us are getting this year, that ground will heave. And good for us to be out early after a heave like that because it brings stuff up into more detectable ranges.
Oh, yeah. One of the areas that I used to hunt, and they've had to have moved dirt at some point in time or another, because I was digging standing Liberty quarters at 6 inches. And at 12 inches, I'm finding 1950s Washington quarters.
Right. Emery asked the question, if I were to sell some silver privately, how close to spot should I expect? I'll tell you what I've done in the past. Back in 2011, 2010, 2011, that spike in that, I sold over spot.
Mm-hmm.
Not much, but over spot, because the thing was moving around so wildly. If you sell your collection below spot privately,
by the time they show up to pay for it, they're already making
it
money.
went up. And it could drop. That's just the way it goes. But I always held it just a hair over spot to protect myself, because I get up next day and I sold it too cheap.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're doing auctions, if you're auctioning some coins, or I don't know how many of you guys subscribe to Whatnot. I've been watching those guys selling on there, doing little auctions. And of course, we got Josh Marsh doing auctions. They don't do it for nothing, folks. They generally getting 20 to 25% for their sales. So, protect yourself.
Yeah, everybody's got their hand out.
Right. Now, the reason I'm working with a dealer, I've known this guy a long time, dealt with him a long time, and he trades with me.
And he's reputable.
And he's very reputable. And in fact, another dealer in the Quad Cities told another club member we have in I&I, oh, nobody's accepting 90%. It's junk. And was headed toward a low ball. So I called down to Ace Coin. Oh, yeah. They're buying. What the hell? He knew what I was talking about, or who I was talking about. So watch yourselves.
Yep. Unethical practices.
Now, they had stopped taking a lot of sterling, and that's happened before. Everybody digs out the old silverware set and heads down.
Right.
So
yeah, that's true.
Make your own case, Emery. The volatility, you protect yourself a little bit.
Right. And if you're trying to sell flat rate, I mean, hey, you can always go down, but you can't go up.
No, it's just a point. Even if it's 5% above, let's say it's.
Which I guarantee you is a lot less than what any place else is charging above spot.
Let's say they're talking $6.36 on a dime right now on coinflation. That's a melt value. Take it up, round up to the next dollar.
Mm-hmm. And that's been about, every now and then a piece will get through for a little less than that, but that's been about what I've been seeing on the different auction pages that I was working. You're getting above spot.
And I've been trading pretty good with him, and he's been wheeling back and forth with me, and we're having fun. But he keeps telling me, just sell it all. I don't want to sell it all yet. I know I'm not getting any younger, but I don't want to sell it all yet.
Right. Sometimes the game's half the fun.
Yeah.
Hold on to it. Watch the price go up. Watch your stack kind of grow for you.
Yep. So hopefully we'll have him on here. I'm going to meet with him tomorrow and see if we can get him set up.
And you figure there are some people, it doesn't matter what the price goes to, they're still not going to sell anyway.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I mean,
I know
ain't nothing
people-
wrong with that either.
They just flat say, well, I'm passing it down. I'm never selling anything. And I sit there and scratch my head. Well, that's fine. That's fine. It's a
Yeah.
commodity. We're digging a commodity, folks. Now, if you
Yeah.
come up with some pretty nice stuff, you want to leave it to your grandkids, that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, say you dig a 16D Merc.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sure, maybe you want to leave that to somebody, and
That's
that's fine.
Something like that's hard to let go of. I've got a
Right.
few that I'm like, they'll stick around. Travis can have them. He can go sell them.
Right. But how many 1963 Rosies can you keep?
I took a whole collection of stuff and traded it in the other day, and there was a roll of Rosies, all silver in there. There were the statehood quarter collections. There were colorized George Washington half and a colorized Silver Eagle from 2000 and things like that. That was his collection and left to me. So I went down there. I got a fair amount of change for all he had, and part of it was that roll of Rosies. I mean, I think the earliest one I found was 59, but he had a roll of Rosies in there, a couple of silver quarters, and I'm just cleaning out the corners of the collection going, yeah, I'll turn it into something. And I did.
Mm-hmm.
Had to add, because I bought an extra 1/10 of silver on top of the other one. I added a little money to it, but not much. I got 10th ounce gold. I got 2-ounce Canadian bar that you can break down and use as fringe.
Yeah, one of the fractional bars.
Yep. A couple of ounces of silver.
Yeah, some
Platinum. So I didn't have a lot in it. So I just upped what I got. And we're going to watch it.
Right. That's going to take up less space in your collection, but it's going to do better for you in your collection than what them statehood quarters were.
They did not want the statehood quarters.
Right. Yeah, those things have
the
been so mass produced, it ain't even
book
funny.
1, book 2, the explanation of each quarter. You got a nice holder. You had them. And they said, and then she goes, well, take them out of the holders. I said, no, you even get the holders.
Right. Yep. You can have them in the folders too. Doesn't matter.
So
Ted says that brings back good memories of when he found those coins that he's got. Well, and that's, one reason why people like to keep them. I mean, I've got a Barber Half that was on the cover of American Digger magazine. That thing's probably not going anywhere.
Randy DeMario brings up the point of the barbers and walkers and standing. They are prettier coins than we've ever made.
Yeah. Then the coins of yesteryear are definitely more aesthetically pleasing than what the coins of today are. Now, this year could be an exception.
Yep. They are changing our quarters, dimes,
halves.
Yes, they are. And from what I've seen,
for the country's 250th birthday.
You talk about, oh man, they're going to be collecting them. It's crazy too.
Yeah, they look nice. They look nice.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, like I said, anymore, if you buy just a straight mint set, they're really not going to amount to much of anything as far as value. So if I go after any, I'd like to go after a silver proof set. But it's going to cost. the mint up their prices on everything, and that's part of the reason why, I would expect.
And then our prices on things direct from the mints went way up.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, they raised that if you aren't aware of it. So that's up.
And let's face it, you're always paying more than face when you're getting it from the mint anyway.
Right.
But now, holy cow. It definitely went up.
Yes, it did. So be aware on that if you order direct from the mint for anything.
Right.
Well, Dennis has got it figured up. We're 114 days to detecting the heartland.
Well,
Bark, I'll agree with you on some of that. And then others it has not, because there are some that are just way out there. But on the middle range down, yeah, the numismatic value of older coins has been hurt by the price of silver going up. But
but there is a caveat there.
Yes, there is.
Because when the Hunt brothers nearly cornered the market on silver back in the 80s, we had the Great Silver Melt, and that actually drove numismatic value up on the remaining pieces.
Mm-hmm.
How many pieces has that affected already for people selling at the record high silver prices that we're seeing now? It could take a year or more to see a real precise correlation with
right
that.
now,
But we're already seeing price increases across the board on, say, Morgan's, for example.
The red book that was printed for this year, not even close,
is based off of average prices throughout 2025.
Right.
Or 2024.
So,
because you figure it takes a year to compile the pricing, average it out, take it to print, check it for discrepancies and errors, get it published, and then out on the shelf for the end user to purchase. So by the time they have that book in hand, those prices are outdated, and those prices are only going to give you a vague idea anyway, because that's the price that you should be looking at expecting to purchase a coin from a dealer.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking to sell, that's what the blue book is for. That'll give you a closer idea of what a dealer may offer you for a coin, and then there's the gray sheet.
The gray sheets. Yep.
And that gives you a very, they're on top of their game with the gray sheets. They're very up to date. They come out every month, I think.
I think they are monthly. And they're telling you trends. They're telling you how to work with the silver and gold increase, what these coins should be. These aren't going to change. They're going to be melt anyway, back and forth.
Right. Unfortunately, not everybody can just go out and get their hands on a gray sheet.
Hey, digging buddy. XP,
if I remember right.
Stereo headphones.
Yeah.
I don't know if stereo is going to go with that. How much it's going to help you.
And they, XP did a live stream.
Yes, they did.
And I think they even let people hear real time the difference that stereo makes. Now, is it really going to make a difference for you out in the field? Who knows? I mean, it all depends on how picky you are about your audio, and there is something to be said for good audio.
Rizzo's got a set of them. Mm-hmm. He's been working with them.
Right.
He's kind of like we are right now. He's snowbound.
Yeah, he ain't happy either.
No.
And Tim's probably not happy that he's back home at this point. He'd like to be back where he was, probably.
And the new dais is, and you're right, Randy. You know, dais is not the easiest thing to wrap your head around.
Yeah, and the XP audio is it leaves some users with a lot to desire. Now, I will say with the D2 and the incorporation of what Day is called square tones, that I think went over pretty well, because as a first gen and X35 user of XP for the Deus, I used to say all the time, if they could come out with an update that would make it work, make it detect like it does, maybe not like aluminum and bottle caps quite so much, and make it sound like a mine lab, I'd be set. And that's essentially what Square Tones did. It's that harmonic audio, basically.
Barks just got the weather front. It kicked his wind
Yep,
up.
the wind just kicked in. Well, don't get blown away.
I was supposed to be with one of those companies this week, but with Jill still being bunged up in the arm and that, we didn't go. I've been to SHOT Show many times. That's amazing.
It's a sight to see. They draw a lot of people.
Yeah. The last time I was there, we had 75,000 attend that.
Mm-hmm. And that's been, 6-8 years ago?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yep. Since I backed out of the firearms so hard, I didn't continue to attend.
Right.
Because usually at SHOT, I met with different companies and that, and we plotted out what I was going to need through the year, especially ammunition. And pre-ordered, set date of delivery, payment, the whole thing, boom. Certain number of firearms that were tough for those to get. If I bought this much or did this, did that, I was able to get them. So,
yeah. But it's not just for hunting.
no.
I mean, it's an outdoor enthusiast exposition, basically.
It's bigger than that. It's the police.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Believe it or not.
Hunters, law enforcement,
Foreign.
hikers,
Yeah.
prospectors,
Military.
treasure hunters.
I was fortunate enough to get to go to the live fire day one time where you went out and they were all set up. You got to shoot everything. But they had a military range, which, no, we didn't get to go in and play with that. I wanted to. I wanted to play with that 20 millimeter that allowed them out there about 600 yards.
Wow.
Digging buddy's so bored he's gonna tumble some clad. Cabin fever setting in.
See, you clean that clad up and maybe you get enough you can pick up some silver or gold with it.
Wow. Why are your ears burning? Give me a chance there, Stevie.
Yeah, I was going to say, Steve's in the house.
Yeah, I've been waiting for my new trailer hitch plug to show up. It hasn't yet.
Trailer hitch plug.
You know, on the back of the trucks where you slide your
Right, for your tow package
Yeah, he's making
or your Reese plug, Reese hitch.
making one in there with the Manicore logo on it. Where you
Oh, nice.
Yep. Ooh. Steve.
Wow. I'm not touching that.
No, me either.
Not-
Randy tomorrow is already doing the tumbling. I got to cook some coins. I'll be doing that.
Well,
That's about it. It's never really boring here. I just got to stay motivated. And 45 below wind chill factor is not motivating me.
I think that's what he was saying, Steve. He wants his.
Yeah.
Unless somebody else said something that they wanted one.
No. Yeah, I want one. I was going to call you, but then you guys were busy. But yeah, get a picture out to Josh on them. We'll throw it up on the.
Yeah, I'll throw it up on the page or drop it in the Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound group.
Dennis was oiling guns today. Everybody's finding something to do.
You got to.
I went and filled the truck with gas, stopped a couple places, had Jill with me. I said, get in the truck. We're going to go get this done now. But tomorrow morning, I got to take her down to her therapy for that left hand deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be cold.
Yeah, I'm not.
Hey, that would be all right. Just Hooters. Oh, Steve-O. And I saw Frank forced himself to go down and work in the shop a little bit. That's good.
Yeah.
Get him healed up too, so we can all get out there and have a good summer.
Right. You know, I guess if Steve did that, Chuck, you could always say he was charging by the letter and you just couldn't afford the rest.
There you go. Yep. Yeah, I got a new truck. I need a plug for the Reese hitch.
Right. Yep. You finally getting it all outfitted the way you want it. Which, I think now you're just waiting on the cover, aren't you?
Yeah. That's still 3 to 4 weeks out.
Right.
Oh, geez, Steve. I'll leave that alone too.
Oh.
Barb, how many times have you broke that eye area on that piece you're working on? Be careful of that glass.
Yep. Proper safety gear.
That's right. Good eyewear.
Good
leather.
Good ventilator.
Oh, that's true too. Silica.
That glass dust ain't no good to be breathing in.
So anyway, I'm going to see if I can post up some more of that history around the Quad Cities. That's pretty good stuff. And
it was. Those clips were
that guy
very well done.
He does a good job.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah, no doubt.
She broke the front tail twice. Then said screw it and cut and grinded the dang thing. Yeah, they are, Dennis. The thing is with those earlier ones before, well, from the steamboat era up, that's good stuff. That was the advancement of the U.S. across, trying to get to the gold rush. There you go.
Even looking through the glass when you grind, it's still not a
Oh,
bad
what?
idea to use a good respirator.
Good respirators important.
Yeah, because I know,
That
like
dust travels.
back in the day, I used to do some body work and shooting some paint on cars and stuff like that, and I got into a few that had the old lead body work.
Ooh,
And I ran an industrial grade respirator because that stuff's no good to be breathing in. That it gets down into a very fine dust, and you're only going to wind up having problems if you're breathing it in.
that's right. Randy, that island is Campbell's Island.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was the one.
Yep. I'll throw a couple more on there. Got one of the. Well, there's one that he did on the flood that we had in '65 up here. There's some others. There's some pretty good stuff. But the one.
Oh, okay. She's running a water wheel,
Yeah.
so that keeps the dust down.
Dunkin' coffee is $1 an ounce.
What?
Yeah, they shrunk the bag to 7 ounces. That does not surprise me at all.
Yes, shrinkflation is the technical term for that.
ORH watched The Road to Perdition. He liked it. Pretty good movie.
Ah,
He was, yeah, they mentioned Arsenal Island. He was ruthless. Absolutely ruthless.
yeah. Bad news.
Yep.
Bad news. Yep, you should watch it, Barb. When the weather's cold and there ain't nothing else going on, it's a good way to pass time. Unfortunately, I've been passing way too much of it on the great time waster.
Yep, that's right, Janet. Right straight to the west. That island is Campbell's Island, and that's got a hell of a history. This is the westernmost battle of the War of 1812.
1812.
Beaver Island. Yep. Then up above us is Beaver Island, the largest island in the Mississippi River. And it actually had its own town on it. And it's partially owned. The federal government doesn't own it all. And I've detected on that town site and found a few things. And also
Right.
found out that poison oak is no fun there. That was no fun.
That's usually the way people find out. Fortunately, I'm not allergic to that stuff, but I try not to tempt fate because you can be not allergic all your life and all of a sudden wake up one day and there it is. Randy DeMario asks if you ever detected Campbell's Island, and I'm going to have to say no, that is off limits.
No, it's wide open.
Oh, really?
Yep. There's a monument, there's a small park, but it's so built on, and they've done a lot of work on it with adding some dike and that kind of stuff. But occasionally, even on the ground you guys hunted, I know of one Cannonade ball came up out of there. And over on the western side of the island, they've found a few of them because the British troops had artillery.
Yeah, see, if that was around here, they wouldn't let us anywhere near it. They'd be telling us, don't you even look in that direction. You can think about it, but don't do it.
A lot of them have been found and turned into the arsenal.
Yep.
So, yeah.
There you go, Randy. Grab that new D2 coil because he got that HF coil for his birthday. Grab that HF coil and go hit it.
Yep, you can hunt. You just got to get permission because the island's privately owned.
Aha. And that's why.
That's why.
See, around here, if it was privately owned, yeah, that's a different story. We could probably get in on it as long as we had permission. But any of the other areas of historical significance like that, they don't want us anywhere near.
That's right. Now, Randy asks, have I hunted on the arsenal? No. That is an absolute no-no.
Have a good night, digging buddy.
See you digging, buddy. Stay
Enjoy
warm.
tumbling your clad.
Yep. Stay warm. I'm to help. Colonel Davenport's home is on the island. It's been restored. Archaeologists are going to go in there this year, and they've asked a couple of us to help them detecting on it.
Now that could be fun.
And I'm hoping it all comes to pass. It's all being set up. Doesn't hurt to have that little certificate from working with
Montpelier.
Yep. Through their courses and system at all, if you want to get on. But everything will go into.
Yeah, obviously, in a situation like that, you're not getting to keep those.
Yeah. Yep. I should post that story up. I've got that, the murder of Colonel Davenport.
Oh, we'll see.
So.
More ideas.
Yep. We'll think about that one. And then, how many of you know this name? Effie Afton. Do your research. Get back to me on Sunday night. Effie Afton. It shaped a future president's life for us. So look up Effie Afton. I think I posted the story on that also. If not, I'll throw it up on there and get back to me on who Effie Afton was. Or what. Just get back to me. There's your homework. Good stuff.
Yeah, because we know how they love to do their homework.
Yep. Precursor to the Civil War right here in the Quad Cities. So, yep. Take a look for that. Think about it a little bit. That's about it, buddy, and it's about time to go tumble some coins.
Yeah, apparently that's what some of them are doing.
Yep, or maybe should pull out the over-under and give it a good wipe down.
Well, there is always that. Silver is trying to bounce back. It's over 93 now.
There you go. Ain't going to stay down long. Well,
No.
Hey, Tony. How you doing, buddy? We're about to leave.
Uh-oh. I must have missed something. Somebody snuck in.
Yeah, Tony Marvica.
Oh. Well, welcome aboard.
Yep.
We'll,
He's buying
wait.
tickets on stuff. He wins everything.
Yeah. He doesn't do too bad finding it either.
I'll see you at DTH, buddy. Yep.
In 114 days.
In 114 days, and Dennis has probably got a clock running backwards, counting it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, yep. I think we'll see.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think we'll see what happens, and hopefully the weather doesn't get too bad for everybody.
That's right. And that is an excellent book, Banditti of the Prairies. There's a lot of nefarious history, and if I remember right, the one is the stagecoach line that got robbed out here on the Rock Island Dixon line, and there's others on that one too. Where'd you book at, Dennis? He's got his room booked even for that.
Oh, and I spoke too soon. Silver's back to 92.99.
Oh no, it fell a penny.
Ah, yeah, I know. It fell a little more than that. It was like 93.02 or 06 or something like that.
Waverly, okay. I was going to stay in one of their cabins out there, but this time I think I'll stay in a hotel. I kind of like that.
Yeah, that rough life.
Vibe, Tony. There you go. So, all right, buddy. Thanks for having me on. Oh, it's dropping. Sell fast. Hey, Steve, I do want one of those hitch cover setups or plug setups. So I'll give you a call.
Right.
Tomorrow. Closest you can get, Waverly. There you go. Not that far. Well,
right.
Right.
Well, and speaking of tomorrow, good luck to Jill.
Oh, yeah. More work on the hand.
Yep.
More work on the hand. So it's coming. It's coming. She still has shoulder issues, but that's going away too.
Good.
All righty. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Yep. We'll see you, Chuck.
Bye-bye, my friend. Bye, all.
All right, and we'll check one more time here real quick as we're rolling out and see, roll the dice and see what the prices bring us. $4,811.10 on gold on the ounce, $92.92 on the ounce for silver. It's starting to drop back down again. $24.52 on platinum. That's $2,452. $1,860.10 on the ounce on palladium. So technically, right now, as we're rolling out, the board is still red across the board. Give it time, though. It will bounce back up. This you can be assured of. And if you're buying, don't forget, stay aware, be cognizant of counterfeits, educate yourself, and stay informed. Usually a good thing to do. If you enjoyed the show, you can like the show, throw us a like, throw us a hype. Follow us here, Beyond Sight and Sound on YouTube, Beyond Sight and Sound on Facebook, Metal Detecting Beyond Sight and Sound Facebook group, all the wonderful podcast distribution services, wherever you find them. Join us on one of them, all of them, or none of them. But we're glad you joined us here tonight. Hopefully the weather doesn't get too bad. Stay warm, stay safe. We'll catch you on the next one. We're out of here, folks. We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.